Hey guys, it's Jen from My Create Crafts. Today I'm going to show you how to make a snowman like this using dollar store items. Going to make the Frosty Snowman Fishbowl project. So starting in Design Space, I'm going to go to Upload because I already have the image saved on here from last year. I'm going to go to View All, and then I'm going to go up to the search images up here and type in Frosty. If you don't have this image already, you can just purchase it off of Etsy, or if you know how to create it yourself, you can even do it, but I already have it on here. So I'm just going to click on it and select it, or insert image. It's going to come up rather large. One thing with this image, I do see that the red nose is a little bit bigger than the black part. So I'm going to easily go up here to ungroup. I'm just going to click on the red part. Okay, I'll click on over here and then just make it a little bit smaller. There. That works. And even though it's still not on here, that's okay. I'm going to click off. I'm going to click select all. And then I'm going to change the size up here. I'm going to click the little lock up here and I'm going to change it to 3 by 3. And that's roughly the size of my bowl. But with seeing it here, it's not actually 3 by 3. It's kind of deceiving. So with it unlocked yet, I'm going to play around with it a little bit. It's still selected. And I'm just going to move it up here and use my grid to make sure it is a 3 by 3. And I'm holding it there because if I let go, it'll just move it back over again. So I'm going to just hold it here and see what size it is. And it's a little bit over 3 by 3. So I'm going to let go and then just make it a little bit smaller. And because it doesn't have to be exactly 3 by 3, but that's roughly what my fishbowl is for the smaller part of it. And still just a little bit bigger. And I'm not sure why my file does it like this, but if yours does, this is just the easier way to do it. So here we go. It's roughly 3 by 3. So I'm gonna, actually it's a little bit shorter. I'm gonna make it a little bit longer now. However you make it look good without distorting it. So we'll just move it over and see one more time. Yeah, it doesn't have to be exactly 3 by 3. Just wanted to make it so it's a little bit bigger. So I'm actually going to stretch it out a little bit more. So there we go. So it's already all ready to cut out. It's going to cut out the face, this black part separately, and then the red nose and the pipe. So I'm just going to go ahead and click make it. And then you'll see your colors on the side here. So it's going to cut out as it is. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. Wait for this to pop up. And then I'll select my material. And I always use the stencil vinyl. It's always the ones that seems to cut out better. Okay, so here are my fish bowls that I sprayed. Turned out pretty good. I did a few coats on them because it was, I don't know, didn't take too well the first time. So I did quite a few coats on them, but they turned out pretty good. So I'm gonna put those aside, and here is the SVG files that I cut and weeded out. So there's 3 pieces to this, so I need to put them on each piece now. So I'm gonna take my transfer tape. See which one I want to start with. Start with his face, and then I need to put the yellow on, and then I'll have to put the red on. So kind of going backwards. I'm just going to kind of roughly see the size that I need for my transfer tape. And then I'm going to take my transfer tape, peel it back. I'll line it up. Take my squeegee and just rub really well. So each piece comes up. Pull it back. And now the tricky part. Taking this and lining it up correctly. Oh, there we go. Not too bad. So then take my squeegee and just go over that piece. Back. So there we go. Then I need to do the nose. Excuse me, the nose in the same process. Oops, I did not want to put it down yet. It was not the right way. There we go. And then peel that back. There we have it. It turned out pretty good. And we have that. Now you want to take your little one and make sure you do it upside down. You don't want the hole up, you want the hole down. So I'm going to work with it that way. So I'm just going to line it up. And then work my way outwards. Sometimes I put little cuts in my transfer tapes. And it makes it a little bit easier to work with. And then just go and smooth as you're going along, because it is on a curved surface, so it's a little bit more difficult. And then the same with the eyes, I'll just make little cuts in here. Smooth it out. And then the mouth. And that's where the little cut lines come in and very handy. There. Smooth it out as best as you can and then peel back slowly. If anything comes up, just push it back down. There. Turned out really good. Really happy with that. Just smooth it with your fingers. Oh, he's cute already. Get any bumps out. Perfect. Oh, he's cute. So then I'm just gonna hot glue them up here and put these two together. And then I'll put a scarf on them. So I'm going to grab my supplies quick and then I'll be right back. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is hot glue this together. So again, you want both pieces down. So I'm just going to take my glue gun and put a bunch on the top here. And it's okay if it's a little messy because you're going to put some ribbon around it. So I'm just going to put a little bit on the bottom here as well. And then I'll plop them together. Make sure that they're centered. There. Hold it down for a couple seconds. But there. See, it doesn't matter how it looks if it's got a little bit on the edges down here. I'm just gonna take some ribbon that I had laying around. Just cut a bunch off. And then this is thicker ribbon, so I think I'm gonna make the edge look kind of nice. I'll cut it down on an angle and then wrap it around. But I want to make it where I want to put it first. Kind of make it even. But I'll wrap some glue around him, around the neck area again. So I said it doesn't matter what it looks like because you'll be putting stuff on it. So I'm just gonna put some some on here. And then, oops, I'm gonna go quicker. Just pick your ribbon up, whatever you want to use. Doesn't have to be a ribbon. And put it face down. And then I will just wrap it around. Hold it down. Make sure I got it everywhere. And then I'll glue these two edges together. A little extra glue in here. Kind of glue them together. Just hold it there for a second. And then I'll make a knot. That's why that little bit of extra glue helps. And then carefully just make a little bow. Should add this edge a little bit bigger, but that's okay. And I'm not good at bows. I just do a regular knot, like a shoestring knot. I don't have much talent in this yet. And then I'll just cut the edge off on a diagonal. There. Maybe work with them a little bit more to make it better, but I'm not very good at making bows. Maybe I'll make them smaller, but you get the idea. I'm not good at bows. And then I bought this little hat at the dollar store. So I'm gonna just take it off. It was in the Christmas section. Take that off, and then I'm gonna cut this top piece off right here because it was for an ornament, and I don't need it as an ornament. Scissors are not very well, so there we go. And then I'll just take my hot glue. Maybe I'll start it on here first. Take my hot glue and just kind of go nuts with it. Enough that it's gonna stay on forever. There. And then center it where I want it to go. Maybe a little bit on the side. And just hold them there. Here's my finished Frosty. I think he turned out so cute. I hope you like this tutorial, and I hope it inspires you to make your own Frosty. After you're finished, just make sure you put a tea light underneath and watch him glow at night. Please subscribe and thumbs up if you haven't already.